And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to
Book club
Marvel's
tonight.
Midnight
You
Suns,
in?
or, well, I guess a book club meeting right now.
Meet you there.
So let's
Let's
jump
head
on
over.
into the book club meeting, get that knocked out.
Yeah.
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
If you haven't already, I'm good if you.
I
Let's
am
do
ready.
it.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title.
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is Hunter. Do you have any books to suggest?
Oh boy.
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan #5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a
like a comic
jetpack, and a
book.
fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You leaving?
I am taking off.
Righteous.
We'll go with the virtual handshake. Alright.
Hello.
I have something for you.
Oh, a hot tip on a rent control department in Queens?
Sorry. Never mind.
That's fine.
Random.
Hunter, go check out the...
As I had hoped, the Barghest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demon Child suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of I's in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Don't forget to write.
Oh, Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier? I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we did, Sarah. We just decided to go another way.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now. So, I see you're heading to Banner's lab, despite my objections.
We are.
But I said no, and I said it loud and clear.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accept it.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Sarah, I am sorry that this happened this way.
You intentionally ignored my wishes.
We meant you no disrespect, but we all believe this is the right course of action. I know you have heard this before, but you need to trust us.
I can't stop you, can I?
Nope.
No, you cannot.
Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't.
Wow.
Do not. Good luck.
Sarah, I'm skipping you now just because of your terribleness.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Yeah, but we gotta upgrade the
me now.
abilities, though. Come on now, Blade, you know this.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Ugh, Hunter.
Yo, Hunter, it's almost game time. Let's prep.
Is that the doggy armor Strange tailored for you?
How does it look?
You have to ask.
Oh, come on, Magic. You are making me feel self-conscious.
You should feel that way. You look as ridiculous as Strange's plan.
This is
I
random.
thought you wanted us to find a way to break back into Banner's lab.
I do. I just think wearing a hellhound skin to bypass a demonic barrier is something you'd only see in one of Nico's zombie movies.
I thought that would be a reason you would like the plan.
What? Because Nico likes to make me watch bad movies with her? Movie nights are Nico's thing. Besides, I prefer plans that aren't based on fiction. But if on the off chance you happen to breach the barrier and make your way in, maybe I can find a way to help you out.
What do you mean?
I don't give a damn about the accelerator, but I do give a damn about Wanda. So if wearing that monstrosity gets us closer to her, I will do everything in my power to help get her back. Promise me you will do the same.
I swear.
Good. Now get out of here. And don't come back until you bring back my friend. Be careful out there, Hunter. I want both you and Wanda back safe.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I want to run down what you need to do to pull off this purification spell. First and foremost, you gotta say the words to the incantation freaking precisely. Like every single syllable needs to be on point.
What if I stumble over them?
Something bad might happen.
Define bad.
Oh, I don't know. Like accidentally summoning a huge horde of zombie penguins to descend on New York? But that's why you memorize the words to the incantation. You do remember them, right?
I actually do not. Can you remind me?
Someone didn't do their homework. The words are... Ego sum tenebris et veniunt in domum suam ubet dominos. Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Okay, now let me hear you say them.
Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt in domum suam ubet dominus.
And the last line?
Domum domini precepta ior.
Hey, you remembered all your lines. Not sure you would. Maybe we have a shot at saving Wanda after all. Okay, there are a few more important details we need to go over. First off, don't say the incantation before you see Wanda. You have to wait until she's in sight for it to work, okay?
Got it.
When you do start to say it, she should start to become disoriented. You're gonna have to repeat it 3 times before she's gonna be subdued enough for you to drain the corruption from her. absorbing that much dark energy into your body is gonna be intense. I just want to make sure you're up to it.
I am unfortunately all too familiar with dark energy. Like it or not, it is in my blood.
I know how much you like to avoid using it, which is why I wanted to double check. Because this is not just Lilith's corruption you're gonna be exposing yourself to, but you're gonna be using freaking chaos magic to purify it. The only other person in recorded history to do what you're about to do didn't make it.
I do not need to be reminded of that.
Right. Sorry. I want Wanda back more than anything. I just don't want you to fall trying to get her back. I've already lost enough people I care about.
You do not have to worry about losing me, Nico. I will be fine.
If you say so. So, this is it, huh? Just wanted to say, I believe in you, Hunter. You got this.
Thanks, Nico.
Now, bring our girl home. Oh, and Hunter, if for some... Hey, can I ask a favor?
Just like looking in a funhouse mirror. I wouldn't be caught dead in it.
Alright, folks, I'm gonna cap the video off right here and try to figure out how to get Deadpool in here real quick. And try to get some gameplay with him in here. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the Demon Child armor or whatever. I think it's pretty cool. So next episode we're gonna start hopefully with some Deadpool action and
From
get
certain
moving on the next
angles,
mission.
it could
So,
be horrifying.
without any
if
further
one were
ado,
to
y'all be
squint.
safe out there and peace.